Well, we got it back on Friday. We took it all down to Bays Electronics, and they converted everything to digital. And we were watching it, and in the middle of seeing family things, there was the parade. And as soon as the parade came on, we all kind of looked at each other because it was like, oh wow, like you said, old stuff like the Windsor Hotel that's not even there anymore. And then seeing Freiberg's as a pharmacy, it's like, wow, can't believe it. And so I put it on Facebook, and it just blew up from there. My uncle actually took the film of the parade, and my dad kept it all these years. But when we saw it, I don't know, it just touched us, especially the ending when Santa Claus was waving at everybody in the crowd. At Christmas time, it's just amazing to find that. Well, my family's lived here for generations and generations, and so we love this area anyway. And so for us to be able to give this, it feels like we're giving it to the community, because how often you get to see something like that, and so it feels good. So it was worth it, every penny. I actually still have the camera and the movie reel that he had when we were kids growing up, and so he's always been a collector of sorts. The Facebook likes and the views started going up and up. And then next thing you know it, we're getting contacted by people from the Christmas Parade Committee saying that we want to use some of these floats and model them next year so that, they'll have them next year. So it's going to be interesting to see how that is. It's going to be touching. It's going to be special to know that all those years ago, back in 1963, that something that my uncle did is now affecting us, which will be 2020. That's crazy. Well, I think it's all positive. I mean, the growth and the way that downtown has come back again, it's great. Yeah, they watched it with me on Friday, and we all sat around. It was like pizza and movies. And so as we watched the footage, sometimes we got teary-eyed about things. It was awesome. Well, the main thing that I saw were the floats. The floats back then were elegant, and I know they were just put up with cheap wood and that type of stuff, but they were elegant with how they decorated them. And today they're just fine, but there's something nostalgic about seeing the women with the dresses and everything. Oh, I love it. Because I just wanted to share it with everybody, because how often do you get to see any Christmas parades from the past, especially back in the 60s or before for Johnson City. I don't think there's many out there, but I would suggest that people look in their closets and see if they can find it and go out and get them converted. You don't know what you're going to find. That's the thing. This was a treasure and we didn't even know it. It's been sitting there all those years.
So it was the day of the Christmas parade. That afternoon, we were on Facebook and it popped up. This guy had found 8mm film of a family member filming the Christmas parade, and the footage was phenomenal. Just looking at all those different floats and the way they looked in 1963, we kind of just joking around that wouldn't it be fun if we reenacted some of those types of floats where you had it looked like beauty pageant winners standing on a float in a really lovely dress, and I thought, oh my gosh, that would be really fun if we could ever reenact that next year. Keep on pushing those videos, and I wonder if anybody else has any kind of historic footage of past Johnson City parades, and it might be nice to do something that would honor the past. Our Christmas Parade committee is probably the best committee ever. We really get along well with each other, and we've been doing this for so many years that we kind of have it in lockstep. We know what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, how to organize it, and it's just such a lovely group of people. It's my favorite event to work on, and we're already planning for next year. We're meeting this week to talk about what we liked about this year's parade, what we could make better, and we even set the theme a year in advance. So we're really excited about it. Always, it's such a great event.